This is Us Explained, Season 2, Episode 14, Super Bowl Sunday. Jack Pearson, family patriarch, recovering alcoholic, the man everyone depends on, gets the family out of a burning house and goes back in for the dog. He makes it out. Then, while his wife Rebecca steps away from his hospital room to handle logistics, a widowmaker heart attack takes him. 20 years later, Kate, Kevin, and Randall, his 3 adult children, each carry the anniversary of his death their own way. And Randall's eldest daughter, Tess, finally says what she's been quietly afraid of.
The episode runs 2 timelines, starting in 1998 when Jack Pearson wakes to find the house on fire. He gets Rebecca up, collects Randall and Kate, and gets the family out through smoke via a bedsheet rope. Kevin isn't home. He had a fight and went to a party.
Right. And Kevin being absent that night is something he carries for 20 years.
Kate's dog Louie is still trapped inside. She's desperate, and Jack can't bear to disappoint her. He goes back into the burning house and emerges with Louie and a bag of family keepsakes.
And the family thinks the nightmare is over?
Paramedics on scene, Jack has second-degree burns and heavy smoke inhalation. But he's alert at the hospital, joking with the doctor. He declines pain medication because he's in recovery. Rebecca steps out briefly to handle logistics, hotel rooms, call the kids.
And that's when the doctor finds her. The smoke put lethal stress on his heart, massive cardiac arrest while she's in the hallway. She'd been at the vending machine.
She goes through shock. The doctor tells her while she's holding a candy bar, and she takes a bite without realizing it. Then she composes herself and tells Miguel to hold it together or take a walk around the block until he can. Then she goes in.
Exactly. And that composure defines Rebecca for the next 2 decades. Kevin sees it on the anniversary. He calls her, tells her she was so strong for all of them. And she says she did her best. Jack was simply that way naturally. She's been measuring herself against him ever since.
Right. Kate and Randall are at Miguel's when she tells them. Then Kate realizes Kevin still doesn't know. She drives to find him at a party in the woods.
How does she even find him?
She figures it out and gets there. 20 years later, each sibling carries this day differently. Kate watches the audition tape every Super Bowl Sunday. Cathartic, she calls it, while Kevin drinks through it and Randall throws a party, because this was Jack's favorite day.
The tape is at the center of Kate's thread here. Jack filmed her secretly for a music school audition earlier that same Super Bowl Sunday, and he saved it when he ran back inside. When the VCR starts grinding and eating it, she panics.
Toby suggests making a new video, and that's when Kate opens up. Jack went back in because of her, because he couldn't bear to disappoint her. That's the guilt she's been carrying. Toby gets the tape repaired and digitized, and afterward, Kate tells him directly, he strengthens her, and Jack would have loved him.
Kevin's thread is harder. He goes to the tree where Jack's ashes are scattered, first time since the funeral. He talks to his father out loud. He wasn't there the night it happened. The last things he said were awful, and he hasn't become the man Jack was.
He's also not sure he's at the right tree. He calls Rebecca, she laughs, and tells him that this year, he is the sign Jack sent her. She believes Jack finds a way to make her laugh each anniversary, and calling from the wrong tree was it.
Yeah, first year Kevin's been useful on this day instead of just gone.
Randall throws a Super Bowl party for the girls. Annie's lizard, Mr. McGiggles, they've had him one day, escapes and gets stepped on. Randall gives the kids a eulogy about sudden, unexpected loss that is too much for a lizard and exactly right for a man who lost his father this way.
But when Randall checks on Tess, she admits she's been leaving the landline off the hook. Social workers only call the landline, so no new placements can come through. Her reasoning? Williams Building, Deja, the new job. Randall seems to want a new life, and she's afraid she isn't part of it.
Randall tells her she was the child who changed his life. He'd been terrified of fatherhood, worried he'd fail compared to Jack, and then she was born and he stopped being afraid. He promises weekly dinners even after she's grown and has her own career.
And then the phone rings and Deja is at the door. Tess watches. She's glad.
Throughout the episode, brief scenes show a foster boy named Jordan with a social worker. It looks like the Pearsons' next placement, but it isn't. The social worker is adult Tess, and adult Randall arrives for their weekly dinner. She became what her family modeled.
Jack survived the fire and died at the hospital. Kate told Toby, Jack died because of her. Deja is back at the door.